Welcome to another reading vlog. My name is Chris. I love reading a ton of books. I do a lot of reading vlogs, hauls, anything book related I do here. So if you like that, please subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel. Today, we are gonna do another reading vlog. I don't know what we're reading, so I will not be giving book introductions because honestly, I am in such a funky reading mood. So I will let you know what I'm reading throughout the vlog. If you enjoy a chaotic reading vlog, we hope you enjoy this vlog. I'm only on chapter 7 of this book, and I'm literally, my eyes, like, I had to fight the urge not to cry because I'm on my way to work. Oh my god, I literally am shaking because of how much I'm connecting to these characters. Chapter freaking 7, 3 hours into audio. I have the physical at home, but since I'm out and about, I'm listening to the audio, and holy shit, if you like very character-driven books with a plot that is so intriguing and so unique, in my opinion, I already know this is going to be a 5-star. I already know this is going to be a 5-star. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's like touching me so much. Oh, I miss this feeling with reading. Like, I miss having this feeling, and it's pretty rare that I get this feeling. Getting such 5-star 5s right now. The first book I'm going to be reading in this vlog, and it is going to be Mind Games by Nora Roberts. My hubby actually gifted me this book for Mother's Day. I've never heard of Nora Roberts before, but apparently she is a very well known. She's been in the game for a very long time, and this book just sounds very intriguing, and it is about a young girl that finds out that she has an ability to see through other people's eyes. She's kind of like a psychic in a sense, and this runs down her genetic through all the women in her family. So she's about 12 years old. This is all in the synopsis, by the way. Every summer, her and her brother Rem, her name is Thea, they go to Kentucky to stay on their grandma's farm. Her grandma's name is Lucy. And for 2 weeks out of the summer, they always stay there. They have the best time. They spend some quality time with grandma, and they help her with the farm. They just love being hands-on with the animals, hands-on with holistic remedies, and just their grandma's lifestyle. So they always enjoy staying there for the 2 weeks every summer. And their parents are head over heels in love. They're like soulmates. You can feel it. And something happens within those 2 weeks, and Thea sees her parents getting murdered from the killer's eyes. She's thinking it's a dream. Grandma tells her about the gifts that they have, and the grandma also has this gift, but not as strong as Thea. Thea apparently has it very, very strong, and she can really see it like if she was in person there. We're following her going through this journey. Now, that's all I'm gonna say with the synopsis. I'm sorry I didn't update you guys much during me reading this. I was very invested, and I did finish it, and I have to say, this is a 5-star. This was a 5-star. This was not only about the synopsis, this was about so much more. I would say this is more character driven than it is plot driven. So if you don't mind that, I encourage you to pick this up. If you like Kristen Hanna's books, this writing, I kept like trying to pinpoint it. 20% in, I was already tearing up. I was already feeling the connection with the characters. I was already feeling the connection with the plot, with the whole book. Like, I was like transported into this book. And that was the way it was throughout the whole book. It was an emotional roller coaster. And this Nora Roberts writing style reminds me so much of Kristen Hanna's, because I've read a couple of Kristen Hanna books, and they are just movies that play in your head, but they're also like emotional, and they have so much depth, and they're just so beautiful. And this was the same way. We're following Thea her whole life. So the character development, her understanding her abilities, her living this life without her parents, and then finding justice and finding revenge for her parents. Oh my gosh, it was so good. It was so incredibly good. I have nothing bad to say about this book. It just had everything you would want in a book. You want to feel. It had the thrilling aspect. It had the connection to characters, the character development, the just fall in love with everyone in this book, except for the killer, of course. You want to freaking rip his head off. But the grandma, Lucy, oh my gosh, it was so heartwarming. And I just loved following this whole family. And then there's also a subtrope with a love interest, so a romance subtrope, and I ate it up. I loved it so much. I laughed so much reading this. I literally was on the verge of tears a lot of times listening and reading this, and it just made me feel everything. And this was absolutely 5 stars. Oh my god, I love it. Like, I wish it was more. I wanted more of it. That's how much. And this is a hefty book. This is 432 page book, so it's pretty, you know, chunky, especially for me. Are in need of something refreshing and something you don't hear very often, please do yourself a favor. This was amazing. I truly loved it, and I'm so happy we started off this vlog with a 5 star. Yes. As for our next read, I did start listening to Silent Woman, and this is by Minka Kent. And I have read one other book by Minka Kent. I can't remember the name right now, so I'll put it on the screen. But this was so fun. I loved this book. I read it on Kindle Unlimited. And you're thinking this is like a cabin in the woods, kidnapping. Hell no. This was so much more than that. It was so thrilling, so fast paced, such a good read. So if you book, that one's really great. So when I saw this on Hoopla, I said, ooh, this sounds fun. So I started it. Very mysterious already. We're following a woman that just recently got married, and husband's ex-wife lives in the cottage next to their house. I'm like, ma'am, what? Excuse me? What did you say? And she apparently, I think like a year ago or 2 years ago, had an accident. And her husband came home, found his ex-wife in the pool face down. And ever since then, she's had medical issues. And they promised each other, if anything were to happen to one another, that they would be the ones to care for them. So that's why she lives in the cottage. She cannot talk, apparently. She's still mobile. She can do things, but the doctors can't figure out what's wrong with her. So I'm still fairly in the beginning stages of this book, but there was a part where one of the caretakers was running out, knocking on the main house, which is now the new wife where she lives. And she's like, I have an emergency, I have a family emergency, I have to go. And she's, you know, the ex-wife still hasn't taken her pills. But one of the major rules in the house is that nobody is allowed in this cottage except for the ex-husband and the nurses. So she's like, well, what do I do? I'm not gonna leave her alone. She's obviously like, you know, incapable of taking care of herself, and no one can reach the ex-husband. This lady is leaving, and the new nurse is gonna be there shortly, but who knows how long. So she takes it upon herself, like, okay, my husband's gonna forgive me. I have to take care of his ex-wife. You know, I'm not gonna leave her there. She goes in there, trying to figure the situation out. She's feeling it out, and she's seeing that, you know, the ex-wife is not even paying attention to her. She's kind of eyeballing her, but it's very like eerie, you know? And so she's cooking her breakfast. She's still like, okay, you know, it's feeling awkward. It's feeling like, you know, I don't want to upset her or anything like that. And then the new nurse starts knocking on the door. She's like, oh, hey, I'm here. Let me read the information that the last nurse left so that I know and I'm up to speed on things or whatever. And so right before the wife leaves, the ex-wife writes a note and gives it to her. And so when the new wife is going to the house and she's like, wow, that was really weird, so bad for her, things like that, she reads the letter and it says run. So that's literally like the first 2 chapters. So it already is starting off with a good fast-paced start. So I'm eager to, and I will give you guys an update later on. Thank you.
That's right, like,
yeah, that's perfect.
Perfect.
Do you mind if I have some extra stevias and a straw?
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yes, of course.
Left Sprouts. I just needed to get a few groceries. I wound up getting some tofu. I love tofu. If you don't know, I was vegan for about 2 years. I am not vegan anymore, but I am still dairy free. But I still love and crave all my vegan recipes because let me tell you, if you don't like tofu, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong because it's so delicious. I love tofu, and my favorite way to make it is actually in dressings or in sauces. You can literally add the tofu to the blender with whatever you put in it. It's gonna make it more creamy, and you're gonna put hidden protein in your food. So I don't know, don't knock it until you try it. And then my favorite creamer is from this brand, Nut Pods, and this one is the coffee cake, unsweetened, dairy-free. My preference, I love it. It's very creamy. And so for like my Dunkin' order, I normally don't get Dunkin', to be honest, but it's the closest thing I have here, and I'm really craving some coffee, and I'm gonna be running around. So I just got a triple shot of espresso with a couple splashes of almond milk, and then I'm just gonna add my creamer to give it more of a creaminess because it's not that creamy in my opinion, and I love creamy coffee. A lot of coffees from places, they're like bitter and like it's light. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like, it's not creamy, and I hate that. I really hate that. And then I have it with stevia because I try to have mostly a low sugar diet because my body just prefers it that way. Add some of my creamer to make it more creamy and more flavorful because the creamers at the coffee shops just don't go good with me. I do prefer, in one of the coffee shops I like going to, I get like a pump of pistachio cream or pistachio syrup, and oof, that's good. That is good. But Dunkin', they don't have that stuff. They don't have the good stuff. Coffee. Then I also got some hash browns because I don't get these all the time. These are such a guilty pleasure, but oh my god, hash brown. Oh, I love hash browns. Oh, they're so freaking good. They're so delicious, and they made them extra crispy. Also got these cookies, so good, and I've never heard of them. And I try to live mostly healthy, not me eating greasy ass hash browns from Dunkin' Donuts and then calling myself healthy. Balance, people, balance. But I do try to live a majority healthy, wholesome diet lifestyle, especially when it comes to my sweets. I'm not a big sweet person, but sometimes I do crave that coffee and sweet treat. So I was craving that coffee and sweet treat. I'm getting my period this week, so the cravings are hitting. And so this one's cinnamon roll, and the brand is called Toto, and it's ooey gooey cookie cinnamon roll, gluten-free, dairy-free, and soy-free, no seed oils, packed with protein, and just no junk. Oh my god, I love that. And the founder is female, so it's female founded, owned, and operated. And the story, her little story in the back, after being diagnosed with Crohn's disease and early stage colon cancer, I wanted to create an indulgent product that embodied what health felt like. Oh my god. See, I will support that any day. I will support that any day. I got two because it was on sale, two for $6. And this sounded so good, so let's do a little taste test. I can't even have sweets in my house because my kids, my man, they're all sweet tooths. So if I leave a cookie, I'm never gonna see it. Oh, and it's so chewy. I love a chewy cookie. Oh my god, that looks so good. Oh my god. Oh my god, I have to show you this. I have to show you this beautiful cookie. Oh, look, it's like filling inside. Oh my god. Dare I say that's the best cookie I've ever had? Dare I say that's the best cookie I've ever had. That combination cookie and coffee. Cookie, coffee, cookie, coffee. Oh, it's so good. It's the little things that truly give you the dopamine you need. This blueberry muffin, so good. I love it. It's my favorite cereal. I just got some cashews to make more of my vegan cheese sauce that I like to make. Sprouts is like my favorite place to go to. To give you guys a little check-in as well, Silent Woman. So I'm about halfway now, and there has just been a lot of like chitter chatter, like little information between the chitter chatter, but a little too much chitter chatter for my personal liking. I'm kind of eager to see what's going on because we kind of veered from the ex-wife. A lot of extra talk that I'm kind of like drifting off. But we did get just introduced to the ex-wife again. She ran out of the cottage and she like destroyed the house. So I'm hoping we dive in more into that since we're almost halfway. I'm expecting at least a few twists to pop up. Right now it's still okay. but I want it to be better. So I'll give you guys an update later on. I should finish this by today. Okay, I have to update you guys really quick. I'm at a red light. So things just got a little twisty. We are now in a part 2 and another POV, which is the ex-wife 3 years earlier. And it's getting juicy. And this is like a domestic thriller, and yes, I'm enjoying it so far. Yay! Okay. I'm on my way to pick up my kids, but I just finished The Silent Woman by mcfadden, and I'm rating it 2.5 stars. It grabbed me from the beginning. But when I tell you, it was so predictable. Oh my gosh. In the middle, that part 2, I thought it was gonna skyrocket and be something, but oh my god, I'm so like underwhelmed. It just was the most standard domestic thriller that you could possibly think of. It was way too predictable. I'm so disappointed. Vlog. Just wanted to check in with you guys. I did start reading Dead of Night by Lisa Gray. So far, I'm about 50% in, and so far it is intriguing, very mysterious, and we are following 3 POVs within 3 different timelines. So one of the POVs is current, and she's an author, and she's kind of has writer's block right now. So her publisher thought it would be a good idea that she'll take a little vacation and change of scenery so that it can spark some creative juices and she can start writing. But she goes to California to this beautiful huge house on the cliff, and she's just enjoying it. But when she gets to the town, the townspeople that she's meeting, they're like, oh, you're staying there? Oh, like it's very it's very suspenseful. She's like, what do you mean? Like, what's going on? Like, why is that a bad thing? And so starts learning and uncovering some history, some toxic history of this house. And so we're following her, and this is kind of giving me Beautiful Ugly by Alice Feeney, because it's kind of the same scenario. I don't know if it's going to be the same outcome, but obviously I don't think so. But it's giving those vibes, like very atmospheric. So I'm enjoying that. And the writing is very easy to read. And then the other POV we're following is another woman, and I believe it's 1994, somewhere in the 90s, I believe. And we're following her, her husband, and her daughter, and all of a sudden they have to like run away. They got a bag full of cash, something's happening, and they have to just like start new somewhere. So I still don't know what's going on with that POV, but apparently her husband is a cheater, and she's just very unhappy, and he is like has some addictions and problem with the cops. We still don't know about that. And then the other POV is in 1983, and we're following a young girl. I believe she's about to turn 18, and she's going to, and I believe this is all geared because of the house, like they're all connected from this house. So like I said, we're still don't know, but the 1983, 18 years old, her name's Ruby, and she's going for the summer to help her grandma, because her grandma's very old, and just spend some quality time with her before she goes to college. And so she's already feeling it off. She doesn't really want to go, but then she meets this kid, and this kid, they've known each other since they were kids, but they haven't seen each other in a long time, and apparently he's now this like hot boy and all this stuff. So she's like, oh my god, he's so cute, blah blah blah. And we're following her and kind of like this little romance that they're having, and that's pretty much all we know. She's been there, she's enjoying her time, and she's getting close to this boy. So those are the POVs right now. Like I said, I'm 50% in, and I feel like we still haven't really got much information. So I'm really hoping after this time, it's going to start really snowballing into some exciting news, exciting twists, some kind of great outcome. But like I said, so far I'm having a good time. It's very easy to read, and it's fairly short. So we'll definitely be finishing that today. So I'll let you know my thoughts. So far, I'm really enjoying it. So we'll see. Good morning vlog. It is the next day. Today is Friday. Me and my kids are gonna go to the pool, hence why I'm in a bathing suit. I am ready to tan, I'm ready to read by the pool, and I am ready to enjoy summer and this beautiful day. I live in Florida, so summertime for us means hurricane season, and what that means is most of the day is it's sunny in the morning all the way to the afternoon, and then all of a sudden it could be 2:59 p.m. blue skies, and then 3 p.m. cloud storms. Like, that's how it is. And then by the evening it's raining, storming, and all that nonsense. So I really try to take advantage of the sun while it's out. And it's the weekend, so my kids are off camp and we're just gonna go enjoy the sun and enjoy the pool. I wound up finishing Dead of Night yesterday, and I wound up rating this 3-star. I felt like the build-up to the ending, I was expecting to be more blown away, and it took a turn that I was like, oh, that's where we're going, and I didn't really care for it. I didn't care for it at all, and I felt like our main character, that was the author that went to this big house and was ultimately was trying to uncover the history of this house. I really enjoyed that she was kind of doing her own investigation. No, it just I felt like it didn't hit. It didn't hit the way it was supposed to, and I felt like we could have had a better outcome. Overall, it was okay. I just expected a little more. Did like the atmosphere of it. I liked the different POVs and the different timelines. I really enjoyed that. But yeah, the plot just kind of fell flat for me. So 3-star landed on. Did want to just close out this vlog. So we read 3 books in this vlog. First one being Mind Games by Nora Roberts. And this was a 5-star for me, guys. This was a masterpiece. If you're looking for a story that's gonna grab your heartstrings and really connect with every character in this book and the plot, and just make you feel, like make you truly feel every emotion, humor, love, hatred, like everything. This book made me feel everything, and I just love that. I loved it. I had such a great time with it. I will absolutely be reading more Nora Roberts books. So if you have read any of her books and you think I will enjoy it, please let me know, because I know that she just came out with a new book, or she's about to come out with a new book that's a thriller, and it sounds so good. So you know I'm gonna be reading that one. So yeah, 5 stars for Mind Game. The one was an audiobook, and this was The Silent Woman by mcfadden, and this one absolutely fell flat for me too. I rated this a 2.5, and that was being kind of generous. It started off strong. It started off with like, ooh, cliffhanger chapters. I love that. But the ending was like, what? Like, it started getting disjointed. It started just feeling very messy and not in a good way. And just the ending was like, just not so satisfying in my opinion. So I think you can skip this one. The audiobook was good. It was just the plot and the people, the characters, I just didn't connect with them. I was just like uninterested. So yeah, 2.5. Overall too, which I noticed, and I didn't even think about it when I was picking these books, but they're all summer books. This is based in Kentucky in the summertime. Silent Woman is also summertime, and Day of Night is also in the summertime. Yeah, all summertime thrillers, so that's pretty cool. I already started my next vlog, and I have some very interesting new books. One of them being The Starving Saints. This is the cover without the dust jacket. I got this for my aardvark pick this month in June. This is such a beauty. Oh my god. I started this last night, and this is already giving me all the vibes. I love gothic. I love like slow burns with that like heaviness. And this is giving me that, and it's set in medieval times, which I also love. So yeah, this seems very weird, beautifully written, and I'm just so excited to read this. So this will be in our next vlog, so stay tuned. I hope you liked the video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one.